Hi, and welcome to this time of prayer. And what are the things that last in life? Because we live in a culture where it's a consumerist, and you've got to keep buying, you've got to keep upgrading, you've got to keep consuming. And so a lot of times the things that we buy, the things that we consume, it gives us a very momentary satisfaction, or it falls apart, it becomes trash. And so to think about the things in our life that are lasting. Because even if we go, okay, well, what about relationships? Well, some relationships are lasting and some are not. So what can be lasting in our life? So for today, we've got James, the 5th chapter, verses 1 through 4. Pay attention, you wealthy people. Weep and mourn over the miseries coming upon you. Your riches have rotted. Moths have destroyed your clothes. Your gold and silver have rusted, and their rust will be evidence against you. It will eat your flesh like fire. Consider the treasure you have hoarded in the last days. Listen, hear the cries of the wages of your field hands. These are the wages you stole from those who harvested your fields. The cries of the harvesters have reached the ears of the Lord of heavenly forces. So right there we hear about everything that kind of rots. And you maybe go, wait a minute, I thought this was about what is lasting. So sometimes to begin to think about what lasts, we've got to think first about what kind of rots and disappears. But there's a hint of something that does last. Because it mentions, hear the cries of the wages of your field hands. These are the wages you stole from those who harvested your fields. How do we treat other people? Because that can be lasting. That can be lasting on a level that we don't even realize. When we may be interacting with people we don't know, with total strangers. That there are moments, there are things around love and our caring and our compassion and the way we interact with one another that can be lasting, that are impactful in positive ways, that are lasting because they are good. Because there are things that can be considered lasting that breed anger and hatred and division, and that can feel like that lasts a lifetime. But what are the things in our life that we can do, that we can cultivate, that are lasting, not just for ourselves, but for every person around us? Pray with me. Oh God, as we live at a time when everything just easily comes and goes, we consume, we throw away, help us to understand, help us to see, help us to be part of things that are lasting, that are good, that build one another up, that create relationships, healthy relationships. Help us, oh God, this day to understand what it means for us to participate, to be part of a lasting impact that is good and wonderful and connected to you. Amen. Have a great one.